We shall start with a new chapter, Nascent Nationalism. In this episode, we shall discuss the political consciousness among the native Indians and the reasons thereof. We shall also discuss about Rajaram Mohan Roy and his contributions towards nationalism. Now, let us start with the political consciousness among the natives or the Indians. The beginning of the British rule in India was marked by the growth of political consciousness. The reasons being the prevailing spirit of nationalism and democracy, liberalism of Europe, the revolution of 1688, known as the Glorious Revolution. Here, King James II of England was overthrown. He was overthrown by Williams III, who was a Dutch king, along with a union of English parliamentarians. The American War of Independence in 1776 also contributed towards the political consciousness. The French Revolution of 1789, the spread of English education, and the growth of vernacular press. Now, this summarizes the reasons for the political consciousness among the native Indians. Now, let us look into the contributions of Ram Mohan Roy towards nationalism. He was popularly known as the rising star of political awakening, also the originator of national consciousness. He championed the cause of the peasants. He favored the permanent settlement system. He urged the government to fix the maximum rent payable by the tenants. He sought luxury taxation. He sought the appointing of low salaried Indians as collectors. This was a measure of austerity which he suggested. He vouched for a free press which could act as a grievance redressal mechanism for the public. He wanted an honorable partnership with the government and the governed, that is the people. Canada remained a shining example of a colony that did not want separation from another country if tolerably well governed. He was influenced by this model. He objected to the provisions of the Jury Act, which said that Christians were not to be tried by Hindu or the Muslim jury. He also sought parliamentary reforms, wherein he asked for separation of execution from the judiciary. He sought the appointment of Indian assessors in the courts. He sought the independence of judges in the judicial system. He vouched for the codification of the civil and criminal laws. He also sought the appointment of qualified Indians in higher posts. He firmly believed that the Europeans would involve or indulge in the industrial regeneration of India. This was reflected in his statement when he said, "The greater our intercourse with Europe, the greater will be our improvement in literary, social, and political affairs." He suggested that wealthy Europeans stay back. This was a suggestion made to avoid the drain of wealth to European countries from India. He also rejoiced the Spanish American Revolution of 1823. He also rejoiced the July Revolution in France in 1830. This was reflected in a statement when he said that enemies of liberty and friends of despotism have never been and will never be successful. He visualized the emergence of middle class and their ability in shaping revolutions very well before Karl Marx could do it. This was reflected when he said, "They, that is, the middle class, are a class of society between the aristocracy and the poor, and their rise signals the dawn of a new era. And whenever such an order of men has been created, freedom has followed in its train." With this, we end this episode. Thank you.